I'm at Bosnia, Sarajevo with my friend. Today I'm going to talk about the things I would like to talk. I have this recorded because I want him to watch this again in the future, and also I think that many young people in the world probably have the same experience or same hope would benefit from what I'm talking now. Okay, first of all, I want to say why I'm here. Translate to your mother, please. I want to say, from the internet, I have received mails every day. From the internet, I have received mails, we receive text from many people every day. I have like 1.5 million people every month watching me. I cannot answer everybody. But why I answer you is because that you are 15 years old when you told me you are only 15 years old. And also because your father is not around. The father is not at home. Because that reminds me when I was young, like 14, 15 years old. I loved violin so much, and I so much wanted to play violin by that time. But my parents could not afford, did not want me to play violin. And my father was also not around for some special reasons. So there was a middle-aged man, a violin maker, amateur violin maker actually, who helped me to make my first violin. That changed my life. So all my life, I want to thank him for what he did when I was young. I took this as a chance to thank him by helping you. So I thought I could come here to help you with your violin business to start, and we change your life. So I think that's very meaningful, and that worth the time, the money, the effort to come here. Yes, of course, former Yugoslavia was a friend with China. So that was also part of the reason I have a very special feeling towards Yugoslavia. That is also a very strong reason that I come here to see former Yugoslavia countries. These are really the only reasons. There is no other reason that I come here. Okay, now this is the first thing I want to say, why I come here to see you, try to help you. Okay, this is the first thing. This we talked before, that the violin business is something very difficult. It's a very difficult business. Violin world is very, very small. So it's very difficult to get into the business. But as far as you get into the business eventually, then you will be very safe rest of your life. So don't imagine you can start a shop tomorrow and make millions of dollars. It's not possible. You look at 5-10 years to get a start. After 10 years, you can make a living. After 20 years, you can make a lot of money. So the violin business is divided into different categories, different types. Violin maker, violin shop owner, and violin dealer. So you must decide what you want to be. You cannot be a violin maker, violin shop owner, and dealer at the same time. So either you want to be a violin maker, that work is you make violins by yourself and sell your violins to make a living. That could be very difficult. Many people in the world, they are very good, they cannot make a good living. Okay, another is violin dealer. So they're dealing with millions of dollars. They're dealing with like Stradivarius, Squarelius, and Amati, Cagliano, Gattagnini, all these very famous violins. They can make millions of dollars. They can also lose millions of dollars. Another type is a violin shop owner. This is what I am. Shop owner, I'm a violin shop owner combined with my workshop. I have a violin shop. Inside my violin shop, I have a working desk. I can do repair, I can do sound adjustment, I can do all the service for people. This work is what I'm really good at and I love. Because I really help the real musicians and the income is very stable. You make enough, more than enough to make a living. For a violin shop owner, if you're good, there's no problem. You have a good house, you have a Mercedes, no problem. But to get that point, it's not easy. After I spent a few days together with your son, I start to doubt if he is really the type going to be a violin business. Because your son is very talented, very smart in many fields, in many areas. For 16 years old, he has just an incredible memory of almost everything. I don't really feel that he's only 16 years old. And I don't take him as a child. So that is a type of people different from craftsmen. Okay, so the other day we met this art craftsman in the art craft shop. That man is a craftsman. He has his tools, he has his toys, he can spend days and days just to play with this. Same as me. I'm that kind of people. If I have a violin, workshop, studio, I play violin, make records, and I make violin. I don't want to know anything else outside of the world. I can lock myself in my own house for months and don't have to go out. That is artist type, craftsman type. So here comes the question. I want you to really think for 16 years old. Maybe it's too early for you to decide that you want to do violin business. Because the world is so big. There are so many things you can do. So don't lock yourself into the violin. Open possibilities to some other things too. Think why you want to do violin. If you think, oh, if I do violin, I can make a lot of money, I can help my mother, you can forget it now. Because you're not going to make any money. Okay. But if you really crazy about violins, you have the passion about violins, then you don't have to think the money will come to you. So this is now, I'm here. I cannot promise you to help you to make huge money, but at least I can advise you not to waste your money. So you really have to think hard. What do you want for your life? And you should Imagine after 30, when you are 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, what is your life? You have to think. Maybe you want a scientist, you want to be a scientist. Maybe you want to work with artificial intelligence. Maybe you want to work with some other fields. So think of this. Don't stuck yourself now at violin. But if you really decided from the bottom of your heart that I really love violin so much, I don't want to do anything else, nothing is interesting to me, nothing I'm interested, I only want a violin, now this is the advice I'm going to give to you. First, find a violin and a bow you can play. Find a violin teacher who can teach you. Take violin lessons first. As a violin maker, you don't have to be as good as I am, but at least you should be able to play. You should know the sound. If you don't play, if you don't know the sound, you cannot go high level of violin making, as well as bow making. And also you cannot win the trust from the musicians. You can be a very good carpenter and carve things so beautifully, but it doesn't matter to musicians. They want someone understand them, which is one who can play violin. Okay, first thing, very, very important. Second thing, find a violin making school. You don't have to go 4-year course if you don't want. Find something like 2 years. Actually, you are 16. You should take 4 years course. But as your mentor is actually elder than your age, maybe you're so eager wanting to start. But at least you should spend 2 years for violin making. You don't have to be the best violin maker in the world, same like you're playing. But you must know the basics. So after that, okay, you will be able to play violin. Not so good, but you can play. And you can make violin not so good, but you can. From beginning to the end, you know how violin is made. You can start a shop. Then you should deal with some new violins and new bows in the beginning. And dealing with accessories. Strings, rosins, shoulder rests. You only sell the violin strings, you can make a living. No problem. If someone comes with a bow, you say, okay, repair this bow costs $500. Almost everyone will say yes. But if you say, okay, forget this bow, buy a new bow for $500. If you say, okay, don't repair, just buy a new bow for $500, people don't buy. Because people willing to spend money on their own things. So this is always safe to have a shop. Do repairs and sell violins, bows and accessories. So this is the whole business. This is the truth of the business. Some people, they really love violin making so much. They don't care. Of course they care. They just have the pride. They have the passion to make their own violins for sale. Many people like this. I don't want to shop. I don't want to do sales. I just want to make violins. That's a violin maker. I respect very much. I respect all these people very much. Like Stradivarius. Stradivarius did not make much money at all. Who made money? All the dealers. So this is why what I think you should do is first, foremost, above all, you should think if you really want to do this or not. Make the mind very, very clear. before you do anything.
Prije što uradiš.
If you really decide you want to do violin business, you have to focus 100%. When I was young, I practiced 8 hours a day. You see,
Vježbao.
we have been together for a few days now. You know what I'm doing. I woke up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I do editing, do my video. I do the whole day do video. I'm working very hard. So this is a kind of a craftsman type. I do something, I do it very seriously. I stick with it. I work very hard. But I'm not smart with other things. Many things I'm actually very stupid. I'm not smart at all. There are many things in the world I don't know. So you have to find out what type. Also, mother must find out what the sound type is, because everything makes money if you do it right. Follow your heart, follow your passion, then find the things you really like to do. Now it comes to something very practical. Okay. For the violin making, I cannot help very much.
Za pravljenje violina ne može nešto previše pomoći.
Because I don't work very much now.
Zato što sad previše ne radi.
I use most of my time in traveling.
Najviše sada bavi se oko putovanja i tako.
And I don't take private student anymore.
I ne uzma više privatne studente.
So I advise you going to a violin making school.
I zato vam preporučujem nađe nekako pravi.
For violin playing,
Sviranje.
you need a teacher.
Treba ti učitelj.
Of course, I can help you to help you,
Da može pomoći.
but you need a teacher that you have listen with you.
On mora imati nastavnika.
But after 2 years, 4 years, if you really decided you want to do violin as a business, as a life career, it is possible. I only say the possibility. It's not the promise. It is possible I come here every year for a certain period of time, like 1 month or 2 months, to help you to get started. Because you need to talk to people, you need a master to talk to them. And also you need the experience to how to start a shop. And you need to have all these products here be available to sell.
Excuse me?
You need to have all the violins, bows and the strings here to sell.
Moraš imati.
For that, I might be able to help you.
Za to može pomoći.
Because we don't know after 4 years and what's happening to me, maybe I'm doing something else, I don't know. But this is a possibility.